Hello, my name is Yelena Babchinik, and I did my volunteering hours at the Lighthouse Ministries. They're located in downtown Lexington, and I really enjoyed it. After I finished volunteering, I interviewed the owner, the person who had started this ministry and this program, and I really enjoyed learning a lot about it and where they started from. It's like a very powerful testimony. The woman I interviewed, her name is Tay Henderson, and this was her husband's dream to start a place that feeds the homeless and those that are in need in downtown Lexington that are on the streets. And they started with helping feed out the Salvation Army, and then the Salvation Army, which is further up north, and then they realized that there was a big homeless population in downtown, more towards the center, and so they found a building there, and they bought it, and it needed a lot of remodeling. But in that process, Tay Henderson's husband needed a liver transplant. He got sick, and during that liver transplant, he passed away. And so she didn't have this was his dream, not hers, and she did not want to do it. But God told her to do it, and she's like, I don't want to do part of it. But she knew that God wanted her to do it, and she was supposed to do this. And so her husband's friend helped her remodel the building and build it. And so they started feeding the homeless. First they did it a couple days a week, and then 3 days a week, and then now they do it 6 days a week. They've had it open for 19 years now, and they feed the homeless 6 times a week, 2 times a day, so for lunch and for dinner. Tay Henderson says that this work, it humbles you, it makes you less critical, less judgmental, and teaches you to be for people no matter what, and never against people no matter who, and that you have to love people. They also, at the beginning, they opened a men's rehab center. It's been going on for a long time. Now they transferred it to another building. And about 3 years ago, they opened a women's rehab center, and it's called the Rachel House. They have, I think, about 8 people in it right now. And after they finish their rehab, they help them find jobs and work and help them get on with their life. So I thought that was awesome that they're able to do that. When they do feed them, they have a 15-minute word from the gospel for them, and they listen to that, and then they get their food. And so it's they get physical food as well as spiritual food, and that was awesome to hear that they do that as well. The population they serve is the homeless in downtown, and it's not just the homeless. They also serve there's kids, there's adults, there's seniors, there's a lot of mentally ill people, there's low income people, there's disabled people, so it's a huge variety of people. Many of them are alcoholics and use drugs, and that's difficult, but that's a big majority of the population. Some issues that they face is the funds. They get their funds from grants from the city, as well as anonymous donors, and so they're able to buy a building in a freezer truck because of someone who donated $500,000 anonymously. So every time they were short in money, God would just make it work so that they would be able to keep it running and be able to feed people. They have different places donate food for them, like different stores, and they get too much food now, so they find places to distribute that food to other places where they can feed people as well and make use of that food. So that's pretty awesome that they have so many people that are willing to donate, and they can also help other organizations also feed people. Another issue they had was showers. So they feed them, and they have a word for them before that, and then they have rehab centers now, but they don't have any showers. So a lot of the homeless and the people in that area are really dirty and crusty, and they don't have any place to take a shower. And so that's the next project Tay Henderson wants to do. She wants to install showers upstairs and build them. That way she can invite the homeless in to take showers and maybe provide them with some clean clothes, or wash the clothes for them. And in the process of doing that, she's hoping to be able to get somebody who can give them mental health help while they're in the process of this, because that is much needed for them. But it's hard to get them to agree to getting mental help. So hopefully that'll help. When COVID-19 started, it did impact them because they weren't able to feed them indoors in the lunchroom like they always did. So they did to-go bags. They put everything in bags or boxes, and they'd pick it up outside at the door. They would also hand out masks and hand sanitizer for them, and they helped vaccinate a lot of them who wanted to get it, the vaccine. And so that was really helpful for them. 2 weeks ago, they started serving inside, so now they're doing the cafeteria again because it's too cold outside to just keep them outside. So that's a blessing. When I signed up for this place, it's really close to my work, where I work, and I was excited to check it out, but I had no idea what to expect. I had volunteered a few times at the Salvation Army with a church group, and so I was excited because I thought it would be the same thing, and I didn't know how we were going to do it, but it was really interesting. What I did there was I helped prepare the food, and then when they would come in, I passed out first drinks, coffee or water, and then I would pass out. I did one lunch meal and did one dinner meal later on. So we would pass out their meal and just make sure they have everything, and then after they eat, they leave. What were my feelings and expectations going in? I didn't really have expectations, but I was excited to see what they do and learn more about them. And I learned how important it is to love everyone no matter what, and everyone has problems in their life, but that shouldn't make us discriminate against people or hate people or not want to help people because they're not doing something the way we would want to do it. Everybody deserves to be loved. Everybody deserves care no matter what situation they're in. And we were not called to judge people. We were called to love those around us. I definitely would like to, I told them I would be stopping by if I was free after work to help them out with feeding people and volunteer there whenever I have time. So I'm excited to come back more often. But I think this is a beautiful project that's going on in downtown Lexington. And it's awesome how it all got open and started, in that they have the rehab center for women and men, and how they're working on implementing showers. I think that's beautiful, and I love learning about that and how kind these people are to those in downtown that need help. They've been doing it for 19 years and haven't missed a single day. So it's beautiful. But yeah, that was my experience, and I really enjoyed it.